Uh-oh.
I wasn't wrong. Game of interest, guys, lasted a skinny little week. So what do we have now?
With Tim Hasselbeck now, we have opening drive. And just like on the field, every opening drive highlight needs a good quarterback, and we've got Tim.
Indeed. For the purpose of our cute little vehicle that opening drive is for at least this week, Giants and Cowboys file it under things I did not see coming. Fairly low scoring early. Giants up 6-3. Russell Wilson, Malik Neighbors. Look at that, Tim. Great catch or great throw?
It's both. It's a great throw. He leads them up the field, but then Neighbors, great adjustment to the football and finish. He really showed up today.
The Giants had a 13-3 lead. The Cowboys, though, they had the response. What did you see here? Dak Prescott finding Kevontae Turpin.
Yeah, just ball out quick. You know, Turpin wins inside. It's a good, accurate throw by Dak.
This was a 3-point game at the half. 8 minutes left in the third. Cowboys 1st and 10 inside New York territory. Javonte Williams threw the ops. 30 yards. He had 97 yards. That touchdown. Cowboys now lead 17-13. Back and forth we go. What do you think about them bringing in Jackson Dart for a few plays?
Well, I think if you're going to maybe have an option for him as a runner, not a bad idea. Also not a bad idea to give it to that guy.
Cam's got to be just a wrecking ball. He didn't get the touchdown there, so they gave it to him again. There you go. That's his first touchdown. Did you notice Wilson was back in the game, by the way? Cowboys, though, get the ball back. They respond immediately. Miles Sanders back into the end zone. That was 27-23 to score. Dart back in. Dart tried to do it by himself, but sometimes we don't make good decisions. That is a loss of 3. Then came an incomplete pass. It led to a 4th and 4. Giants down 4. Wilson finds Wan'Dale Robinson, and that'll do, Tim.
That will do. Another good deep ball throw, and Robinson also showing up.
Minute to go. Cowboys inside the Giants 25. Williams around the outside. Oh, look at the hurdle. Picks up 13. Now 2nd and goal from the 6. This time it's Dak finding George Pickens, and the Cowboys back out in front 34-30. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wilson, I liked what he said to me. He was like, I told you guys I could still run. Yeah, you can. Quick timeout.
Kind of still run.
Kind
of still run.
Just go with it. Quick timeout for New York, then 33 seconds on the clock. Wilson to Neighbors. You said he balled out. 9 catches, 167 yards, Tim, and 2 scores. That being the second one.
This one basically blindfolded, but it's an incredible throw by Russell Wilson.
15 seconds left in this game. Cowboys with the ball at their own 33. Prescott over the middle. Jake Ferguson. That is a gain of 18. Then with 5 seconds left, you're going to bring out Brandon Aubrey. 64 yards to tie it. Dude is money. He said he just goes out there and reminds himself, I am built for this moment. Game is tied. We get bonus football. And Russell Wilson was great in this game. 30 of 41, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns. But, Tim, you can't do this with the game on the line.
Can't. Tie game. Over 2 minutes left. It's 2nd down. It's just a really bad decision, and it gives Dallas the football back.
You've been looking for Neighbors, no-go. Cowboys at the Giants 42. Dak takes it himself up the middle for 14. And then why not bring out the man, the myth, the legend. I mean, Aubrey already made one from 64. 46 is easy. Done. Cowboys close it out and beat the Giants 40-37.
What's the difference between 1-1 and 0-2?
I don't know. Don't want to know. It's a confidence builder. It's momentum. All of that in hand, especially coming, from the first game where we played well, we battled, but you didn't win. We didn't take advantage of the 2-minute drive at the end of the game last week. To be able to come into this week and really be a completely different game. Shoot out there to the end, had to go in overtime to do it, but to be able to finish off and get the win against a division team, this definitely is going to carry over.
These guys are confident, and they should be confident. We're a good football team. Now, I think we did some stupid tonight. It speaks to the type of culture we've built. And again, I know some people don't like talking about culture, but that's what I'm all about. And I told you guys, when we had adversity, our guys would step up, and they did.
All right, Tim, what did you make of Dak Prescott's performance, especially late in this game?
I think he did some really good things late, Michael. Here's good. They got 4 strong going up to his right, which means you're isolating George Pickens in the bottom of the screen. Probably expecting a fade. if you're the Giants, but it's a quick out, and then just the accuracy of the throw to the front pylon's outstanding. And then before the 64-yarder to tie the game, look at the timing on this throw to Ferguson. He obviously, needs a chunk. There's just 13 seconds. The ball's being thrown now, well before Ferguson even thinks about turning his head. That's outstanding anticipation. Good job. It gives them an opportunity to tie it up. I was really impressed with what Dak did, especially late.
Yeah, he needed to do something with the time, the opportunity they were given, but you still got to go down the field and do that. Tim, we got more work for you because we got another game to talk about. Because if we're keeping it all the way real, a Super Bowl loss can only be avenged by a Super Bowl rematch win. But the Chiefs were looking for any kind of feel good as they faced the Eagles just 217 days since Super Bowl 59. You had Jalen Hurts, you had Patrick Mahomes, but here you also had Saquon Barkley. There he is, there he goes. 22 carries, 88 yards. Eagles up 7-0. Second quarter we go. Chiefs are down 7-3. Mahomes, not the best of throw, but Travis Kelce getting low to pick up the first down. And that kept the drive going, and Kelce was hyped up. Later in the drive, Tim, how about Mahomes using his feet early part of the season?
Yeah, this is an amazing job. He does this very underrated scrambler and then actually finds his way into the end zone.
He's got 127 rushing yards on the season. That's the most of any player on the team, including the running backs. Kelce's like, come on, let's go. We up 10-7.
That's not what he said.
A.J. Brown out here showing up and showing out. One-handed grab, and that is a first down. And then here, 58 yards from Jake Elliott. That would have been good from Overland Park. We're tied at 10 at the break. We go to the fourth quarter. Chiefs down again. It's 13-10. And Tim, Mahomes goes to his boy Kelce, usually sure-handed, but an interception here.
Usually sure-handed. This one's right off of his hands, and Andrew McCuba is able to pick it off. Kansas City able to get him down, but just a bad, play by Travis Kelce there in the red zone where he's usually so good.
So that cost them a score. Now the Eagles are trying to score going the other way, and they're going to bring pressure to KC. Jalen up for Devontae Smith. He makes the adjustment on the ball. He's inside the 5 in that 28-yard gain. And then it's 4th and goal, and you know what's happening all day. But they got a little lucky, Tim, because it should have been a false start called here.
Yeah, listen, it is all day. It's going to be all day if they let the guards go before the ball snap.
So they're up. They get the ball back late, and then all of a sudden Chris Jones is chirping with Jalen Hurts as they run out the clock. In other words, look at the scoreboard, homie. Eagles win it 20-17, snapping the Chiefs' 12-game home win streak.
Take great pride in doing whatever is required to win. Sometimes that's making adjustments, sometimes that's not. Sometimes that's getting us in the right play in the run game. Sometimes that's making, whatever it takes or having a conversation so we can move forward offensively. But it's just about finding ways to win. It doesn't matter how it looks. Like I said, I play the game to win. Nothing more, nothing less.
Knowing the guys in the locker room, man, I think they're going to respond by just working. I mean, that's how we've gotten to the point that we've gotten to in our career here in Kansas City, is that we believe the work kind of puts out the product. And so obviously we've never been 0-2, but we've had times where we've dealt with challenges before and lost games. And so I think the guys that we have in this locker room, they'll go back to work with that mindset of we're going to continue to work even harder so that when we step on that field this next time, we can find a way to win in those big moments like we have at this first 2 weeks.
I mean, obviously, Tim, 0-2 is not the best start to the season. How concerned are you with the Chiefs?
Yeah, I think you've got to be concerned a little bit. They're looking for help at receiver. That's kind of made no secret about it. They're down some guys right now, which is a problem. You look at them, Travis Kelce, who's really been their matchup problem. He's not early in his career. He's late in his career. So I think they're searching for playmakers. I think eventually they'll figure it out. Help will return at receiver. Andy Reid will continue to coach well. They do have a great defensive coordinator, and they got a great quarterback. But look, it's not the team that had screaming fast wide receivers that were scoring 40 points every week. That's not who they have right now.
By the way, last time they were 0-2, 2014.
What else happened that season?
They did not make the playoffs. The last time they didn't make the playoffs. Tim, stand by, though, because we're looking forward to another trip inside that quarterback room. Sunday, pick up second quarter, 9 minutes to go. Cincinnati down 14-7, second and 20. That's not ideal. Neither is this. The pocket collapses on Joe Burrow. He gets sacked. Uh-oh. That looks like trouble because he did not get up. Left foot in some pain. Now, Adam Schefter says images were being sent to a foot specialist. If surgery is required for this injury, he could be out 3 months. We go to the third quarter. Bengals down 7. Jake Browning in the game. And Mitchell Tinsley says, yo, if you work your thing, Jake, I'll work mine. How about that throw and that one-handed catch for the touchdown? And that ties the game at 17. Less than 6 minutes remaining. Bengals down again, this time just by 3. Browning over the middle, picked off. Devin Lloyd, his third INT of the game. Jaguars in the red zone. So it's 2nd and 14, inside the 20. Trevor Lawrence looking for De'Ami Brown, but it is high. And Liam Cohen's like, hit him in the chest. Trevor's like, all right, yeah, I got you. So 4th and 5. A field goal would have only put him up 6, so they go for it. And Lawrence, well, he hits Brian Thomas Jr. in the chest. It's dropped. Didn't really matter. Bengals get the ball back. Plenty of time, but they got a long field. Pass interference on Travis Hunter that gives him a fresh set of downs. And then watch this. Jamar Chase, he burns Hunter on this one. 14 catches, 165 yards, and a touchdown for Chase. Hunter getting that rookie baptism on the defensive side. And then Browning, was that a tush push or like a jumping tush push or a jumping jack flash? I'm not quite sure what it was. But Cincinnati 2-0 for the first time since 2018. They finished 6-10 that year, though.
So you know when you're like out somewhere and someone comes up to you and says, hey, remember me? No, don't be that person because no, I don't remember you. And this is why reunions for everyone are awkward. It was a breakup because it was broken. High school really was that long ago. And it looks like I am on Facebook, but I'm actually not. So just be cool. Walk up, say hi, let my husband introduce himself to you. You tell him your name, and now we all know. So bear all of that in mind when we present Reunion Weekend in the NFL. Like this one, Ben